This is a part of a series that we started some time back called Breaking the Myth. So we have a lot of other recordings which we have put up. If you go back to our YouTube channel, you'll find a lot of recordings under the playlist Breaking the Myth, where we've spoken about money energy, we have spoken about boundaries, we have spoken about what is intuition, clairvoyance, we have spoken about cutting cords, and a lot of information. So this is in continuation to that. Basically, our purpose is to look at those topics which there's a lot of myth, a lot of miscommunication in people's minds. These are based on the experiences that we have had at Heal Clinic, the conversations we have with our clients and other people who ask us about different things. And one of the things that has been coming up very often is the topic on accession. What does it mean collectively? What does it mean personally to me as an individual? And how can I make use of it? Because if you go on social media specifically today, you'll find a lot of posts by people talking about the energy of the earth is moving from 3D plane, we are moving to 4D, we are moving to 5D, your energies are changing, make use of the portals which are opening and all such information. And as I said previously, a lot of questions around that. So today I have with me Kavita, who's, I think a lot of people here know about her, and those who don't, she's been a healer for more than 12 years, an extremely intuitive and psychic healer. She has had experiences with the session, so we said, why not have her here to talk about what a session is, break a few myths. She's here to answer questions, if any, that you have. So over to you, Kavita.
Thank you so much. So Deepti, am I allowed to keep some very firm boundaries?
Yes, please do that.
Okay, so I'm not going to speak if people are not going to show their faces. This is one part of being in Ascension.
Ma'am, it is not stable, so and it's coming out. It's raining here.
Okay, fine. I'll give it to you. But is everybody having that problem? Okay, so while people are showing up, thank you so much, Deepti, for this opportunity. And as you said, this topic is very interesting, and yet it has created a lot of confusion for all of us, right? Right. Anybody here who has any idea about what is Ascension? Just give a thumbs up. Any idea? Okay. All right. So when we are talking of Ascension, if we go as per our scriptures, most of us are aware that there are 4 yugs, right? Aware of it? Yes. So which are the 4 yugs that we know? Satyug. After that comes Dwapar. Then comes Treta. And then comes Kalyug. Okay. So these are the 4 yugs, which is each 5,000 years. And they keep shifting. Every time you go from one age to the next age, there is a lot of, I'll use Dipti's words, confusion that is going on. The confusion is not just in your outer world, but the confusion is also within yourself. What does that mean? A lot of churning is going on, a lot of turmoil is going on as to what is really happening and what are we supposed to do in this time. So how many of you have experienced that lately your food habits are changing? Food habits are changing? Anybody else? Thumbs ups, hand raise, whatever. Okay. The things that you used to really like earlier, you look at that food today and you just don't want it. Same thing is happening with your choice of drinks. Is it happening? Yeah. So what is this basically happening over here is that your body is adjusting to the new frequency. What is this new frequency? Well, I don't want to use terms like 3D, 4D, 5D. It sounds like, I'm talking of a mobile range. But basically, it means that we are changing our frequency and moving to a higher frequency. And when I say that, you need to understand that everything is vibration, everything is frequency in this world. Okay. My glass of water is also frequency. I am a frequency and vibration. This laptop is running on a particular frequency and vibration. Everything is energy. So now the time has come for you all to stop being childlike and grow up. And what does that mean? You can be childlike, Once in a while, if you feel like having an ice cream that is dripping down your hands, perfectly okay. But when you're behaving, when you are conducting yourself, you now need to take ownership. You need to take charge of your life. Because if you are not going to adjust to this changing frequency, you're just going to invite more and more struggle in your life. Every emotion is also a frequency. So would you all like to just experience that? Yes, no? Okay, Deepti, what do we do with the people who are not showing up? Other than Prapurna? Okay, fine. I'll just leave it to the ascension part. If they want to ascend, they will ascend. So I just want you all to close your eyes and think of something really, really negative. Some problem of yours that is bothering you. You've not been able to find a solution. And check how is this making you feel. What happens to your body when you go in this negative space, in this overthinking? Just observe. Take a nice deep breath. Come back here. Can anybody share how are they feeling? What did they observe? What is the emotion? You can even put it down on chat if you are not opening up your windows or unmuting.
I could feel my, what do you say, like, I felt like I'm cringing, and my tummy was actually feeling very different, gut rather,
You
But I
said
was
you were
thinking about
cringing.
one particular issue.
You said you were cringing.
Yeah.
And what happened to your stomach?
Yes. There was an uneasy feeling in my stomach.
Okay. And did you feel that your energy was high or was it low?
Definitely not high. Definitely not high.
Okay. Anybody else?
Yeah, I felt a lot of disturbance.
What do you mean disturbance?
It means like when I close my eyes and I focused on the negativity, it's so much of confusion. It's like everything is getting mixed up. The clarity is lost.
Clarity is lost. So now, do you realize that even when you all were absolutely fine when we started the talk, just the thought of that for a few seconds, what did it do to you? It just dipped your energy. It lowered your vibration. It lowered your frequency. Correct?
Yeah.
Correct.
Right? Everybody felt it? Great.
Yeah.
And now just again close your eyes and think of something that really makes you feel happy. Something that's working out in your life. And you feel good about it. What is the emotion over there? How does it make you feel? How is the body responding to this? Just observe. Take a nice deep breath. Come back here. So Lahama, what happened?
It feels so amazing. It feels like that is right.
That is right. Prapurna?
Yeah, it was very peaceful. And, one smile came up thinking about it.
Yeah.
What happened when you're thinking about this? Did your vibration go up?
Yeah. Oh,
Your
definitely
frequency went up? Your
Yes,
energy
yes,
levels went
yes.
up. Correct?
And there's a lightness in the body.
There is a lightness in the body. And when you are light, can you fly?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But when you're feeling so heavy and everything, you can't even move from your place. Correct?
Yeah.
Right? You feel as though like, there's some kind of a paralyzing energy that does not allow you to move. Right?
Correct. Right.
Yes.
This is exactly what the earth is going through. It is going through the shift of taking us from the negativity into the positivity. And now during this time, you cannot afford, I'm actually saying you cannot afford being negative.
Kavita, as you said that this time means like
As we
is
are
there
moving towards Satyug, We are
Okay,
right
that
now
is
in
for
Kali Yuga.
1,000 years again, or like,
I'm sorry.
I mean, this is like a lot of years. I mean,
I'm
so many years.
coming, Lama. Hold on. Just right now, just understand what I'm saying.
Okay.
When we are saying that a frequency is changing, a vibration is changing, it's not just with the external part. The biggest change of frequency and vibration is happening within you. Simple example, the food that you liked earlier, you're not liking it. The drinks that you liked earlier, you're not liking it. The people that you liked earlier, you're not liking them anymore. And the situations that you were comfortable with, you're no more comfortable with it now. Is anybody feeling that I don't want to be even in this city? How many of you are feeling that I'm not comfortable in this city anymore? There is somewhere that I want to go. And if you'll ask me, I want to be by a river. I want to be near a water body. What is it for you, Deepti?
I have a place and everything ready for me. I'm just waiting for my daughters to grow up and get out of the house.
Very clear, okay? Plan is all set, correct? So what is this happening? You have been living for years in your house in this city and suddenly it's not feeling okay. Because now that city's vibration is not a match to your vibration. The food that you were eating is not a match to your vibration. What you were drinking is not a match to your vibration. The people that you were associated with is not a match to your vibration. How many of you all have experienced that suddenly your friend circle has changed?
Yeah, a lot.
How many of you all are feeling that the situations where earlier you would just get carried away in drama, you're just dropping it? Right? So what is all this happening? At a very subconscious level, you are changing your frequency, your vibration to get attuned to the shift that is happening even outside. Now, what is happening outside today? Absolute chaos, correct? If I were to use that word, it's like one thing doesn't get sorted out, you have the second thing coming up. You sort that out, the third thing is coming up. And the same thing is happening even politically, religiously, culturally, everything. What was okay a few years back is not okay today. And what was not okay a few years back has suddenly become okay. Simple example. How comfortable is everybody with live-in relationships now? No hand raises? No hand raises? Really?
Yeah.
I think we have really opened up to that part also. Haven't we accepted gay relationships, lesbian relationships far more than what we would have done a few years back?
Yeah.
Right? We are shifting.
Just
And
today, a
this-
news has come that Singapore is scrapping its 377A and allowing gay sex and gay marriage. Just today in the evening, the news has
There
come.
we go. And yet at the same time, there is a Ukraine war happening. There is a shortage of fuel happening. This year, farmers in India are complaining that the wheat is not of the quality that it used to be. Even that is changing. So obviously, we as human beings don't like change. Do we? No, comfort zone is very comfortable. But Ascension is going to give you a kick in your ass and get you off your comfort zone, including shifting houses, shifting cities. So the best thing that you can do during this phase is accept the change. The best way to accommodate yourself to this new frequency is accept what you cannot change and change what you can. This has been my mantra from the last 10 years. I'll repeat it. Change what you can, and what you can't change, accept it. Don't struggle and waste your energy.
Kavita, is this the reason like there has been so much of depression and anxieties people mind because
Coming to that. I told you, just hang on over there. I will give you time to ask all your questions. I'm right here, not running away anywhere. Now, when this ascension is happening, one very important thing that you'll need to keep in mind is that the medicines that used to work earlier are not working anymore. How many of you all have experienced that even after taking diabetes medicines, the diabetes is still high? Even after taking thyroid medicines, it's not coming in control. Anybody? Anybody who's on those kind of pills? Okay, nobody here. Okay, fine, great. That means at least this is a little healthy a lot. And the most important thing is that a lot of brain related diseases are going to come up. A lot of kidney related diseases are going to come up. And a lot of heart related diseases are going to come up. If you go even as per the statistics available on Google, the rate of depression, anxiety, psychological disorders has suddenly gone to another level. And psychiatrists are not being able to help people. Deepti, you can edit this if you want.
No, I think it's
Unfortunately,
time we spoke about these things openly.
exactly.
Wow.
Those medicines are not helping people. Why are they not helping people? Anybody? Because the vibration of the medicine has not changed. It is still there with those same side effects and whatever it was happening. And that's why the time has now come to go inwards. What do you mean by that?
Look within you.
Start looking at those things that are not working out for you in your life and start doing whatever you can about it. If you can change your food habit, I'm sure we can change many other things. And answering your question, Lama, this whole process has started somewhere around 2005.
Okay.
Okay. And of course, the tilt cannot just happen all of a sudden. It is a process. So if you remember in 2010, many people had said, no, the world is coming to an end. 2010.
2012.
2010 also, 2012 also, even during the whole this corona thing. And if you notice one very important thing, that such incidents are happening where a chunk of people is getting wiped out. Like a war where there is a lot of death, a disease like corona, again a lot of death. If you'll remember, after that, immediately once the lockdown was lifted up the first time, there was this locust thing that had happened, which was destroying the farms, right? So there is mass destruction that is going to happen. Because all those people who are not willing to change their vibration, they will be taken away. And also you may have realized that suddenly people are just dying where the doctors are not being able to even say what is the reason of the death. The last person that we have heard about is Rakesh Junjunwala. He's just gone in his sleep. They don't know what happened. He was a completely healthy man. And a lot of young deaths are happening. And that too with heart attacks. So now the time has come not just to be physically healthy, but you need to be emotionally healthy. You need to be mentally healthy. And one very important thing over here is learn to be honest with yourself. What does that mean? Because that is one thing that will help you shift your vibration. Anybody, what do you mean by learn to be honest with yourself?
That means whatever is happening with me, I need to accept that.
And what about your feelings and emotions?
Yeah, I need to accept that. I need to go through it.
Because till now, what have you been doing? I want somebody else to answer. Somebody who's not worked with me.
Suppressing it, not mentioning it.
Sorry?
Suppressing it or not talking about it.
Suppressing it, not talking about it. Why do we do that with our emotions?
Maybe
Any
we are
idea, Rajshekhar? Why do we suppress our emotions? Why do we
maybe
not
you're
talk
taught
about it?
maybe you're
Huh?
taught that way. I think our belief system was so strong that within if you cry or if you talk about that, I think they were like termed it as you're being a weak. So that was so strong in like most of us. So people
Correct.
kind of like
So
hesitate to come forward and then talk about it.
one reason is the way we have been brought up, our conditioning, correct?
Yeah.
What is
Yep.
the other reason that we don't look at our feelings?
We feel we can deal with it, and it's not important.
It's not important.
Important.
It's not important. What else?
We feel that we will be seen as a weak person
We
if
will be
we.
seen as a weak person. What else? Are we really good at dealing with our uncomfortable feelings? Do we know how to do it?
No.
We don't know.
No.
And when uncomfortable feelings come, the first thing that we want to do is hide them.
Yeah.
And that has been the primary cause of the maximum amount of brain-related psychological diseases. And that's why it is so important that now at least you start dealing with your emotions in an honest way. If I'm feeling fear, I am feeling fear. But that doesn't mean that you're going to make a tent over there and start staying over there. It means, yes, I'm feeling this fear. I need to do something about it. Let me address it, process it, and then get out of it. Till now, what we were doing, we were jumping straight from A to D, missing out on the B and C. But it is so important to go through your A, B, C, D. Otherwise, you don't know how to form words. You don't know how to make your sentences. It's the same way. So very important that now start being true to yourself. Otherwise, it's going to be a very challenging course for you all henceforth. And the people who are currently helping us with this whole ascension thing is one Mahavatar Babaji, Master Cryon, and many other ascended masters and all that who are helping us. So maybe some of you all are even experiencing something like, suddenly you see somebody in your dreams. You feel that you're connecting with one higher power, higher energy, and you want to communicate with them. This is all a part of the ascension happening. How many of you all are also experiencing that either you need to sleep too much or you all are sleeping too little?
I am feeling that I need to sleep too much.
Anybody who's feeling that just 4 hours of sleep is more than enough?
Pavani wants to say something.
Yes. Pavni? I can't unmute. Okay, Pavni, can you just chat?
Yeah.
Put it on chat, whatever it is. You can put it on chat and then Deepti, you can read it out.
Yeah. You can do that, or you can log in, and because somebody else also had that issue, they logged out and they logged in. The issue
I had
was
that issue. I logged out and logged in
he
again.
logged out and logged in.
It was working then.
Okay, everybody here with me so far? Getting a fair idea of what is happening?
Okay, I'm not sure what Pavni means by saying. Divya says 3 to 4. 3 to 4 hours is enough for sleep.
Yes. A lot of kids who are born after 2005 are also contributing to this ascension. So if your children are after 2005 and they are complaining that they need to sleep less or they need to sleep more, please be a little compassionate towards them. Their energies are recalibrating. So just give them that space to manage it. She's 2006 born. There we go. My daughter is 2006 born. So just be a little bit. Sorry?
How come their energy is different from us?
Everybody's energy is different, no?
No, you said particularly in 2000.
Because they have specifically taken birth in this era to be a part of the ascension.
Okay.
I am 1970 born. I did not plan to be born for this ascension.
So you are saying that they have chosen specifically to be born?
Yes, at this time.
Like to volunteer?
Yes, they are a part of this whole energy shift.
Okay.
Lama, for the simple reason that they took birth when once the energy started changing, like she said, right, the 2005, somewhere approximately around 2005, the energy started changing, which means that if you're born after that, you know that what's happening, and even then you decide to get born.
I'll give you another simple understanding here. All these children, they are very different to their age children.
Correct.
They feel also that they are different. Their understanding is different. The way they conduct themselves is also very different. My daughter struggled a lot to be, accepted by her peers because she's very different. She's highly intuitive, highly psychic. She can pick up on people's energies left, right, and center. So first thing that I had to teach her was keeping boundaries with her energies so that she wouldn't get negatively affected. But at times, even now, she can sense things which sometimes even I can't. So it's just the difference of that vibration, that frequency. It's like they are already there. We are still moving there. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. I lost what I was talking about in this question. Okay, in case there are, it will come back to me. If you all have questions, please go ahead. So either you all have understood everything or you all have not understood anything. Which one?
Good
No
so
questions?
far.
What should we do or not do, ma'am, during this ascension?
As I
Period,
said,
like-
first thing, listen to your body. Give your body the food that it wants. Don't try to fuel it up with something that it is not going to agree with. Now is not the time for pizzas and pastas. Now is the time for ghar ka khana.
Okay.
And very important
And
that,
then,
yeah, tell me.
you were saying that, food is not what we are liking, it's not, now we are not able to have. So is it one reason that, all these exercises that we do, we have reached plateau weight? Is this,
I don't know about plateau weight or anything, but what I
means
have
we're,
understood in these last 10 years is to simply listen to my body. If my body
okay,
is saying that I want only salads, that is what I give to my body. If my body today is saying that, okay, I just want to have, roti sabzi today, I'm doing that. At
Okay.
one day, it was literally like in a split second. I have been a tea drinker all my life. All my life. And one day something happened and I said, no, I don't want tea. And I shifted to coffee.
okay,
Same thing happened with wheat. I have completely given up wheat. I can't take wheat anymore.
okay,
So you will have to see what it is that your body is asking you.
okay.
Sometimes when
So
I just sit down to relax, my body doesn't let me sit down. It is like, someone is poking you and telling you, get up, go on your exercising bike. So you will have to be very aware and listen to your body and what it wants, because your body knows that it is shifting.
Okay.
So respect it and give it what it needs.
So I tell you, Purna, to extend what Kavita said, one of the best things to do is every day sit sometime in silence, just listening to what your body is saying.
I
And
was
you will
just
get
coming to
answers
that.
you'll get answers to most of your questions.
Okay.
And
Like I tell you,
please,
she gave her example. I'm a foodie. I used to eat 5 to 6 meals a day. Last few months, I'm reduced to 2 or 3 meals. I just don't feel like eating. And the day I go against my body and I eat more, I have bloated feeling for the next 2 to 3 days. And I'm so uncomfortable. I'm not able to do anything.
exactly.
Okay.
And please, right now, it is not about becoming Miss India and Mr. India. It is more
no.
about you being healthy. And
Yeah,
when
yeah,
I
no,
say
no.
healthy, what does it mean? That if I have to run to save my life, can I? without me getting a heart attack. That's your understanding of health.
Yeah, means my question was like, what was work? I was missing in between, no? So what was working has stopped working. Like what you were doing, even for the body fitness part, that is also kind of changing now. Like
Yes,
it's like suddenly the body is requiring something else, not able to go back to the previous type.
maybe your body doesn't need weight training, it just wants stretches.
Okay.
And
So
maybe somebody like
really,
me doesn't want to do stretches, I need more cardio.
okay.
So you will have to listen to your body, what it wants.
Very mindful we should become. That's the
Yes, because who
one.
else is going to listen to yourself? Your neighbor? It's your body, right? You have to learn to
Yes,
listen
yes.
to it.
Yes.
And this is not just with your food, this is with everything. And that's why it is very important that every hour, or maybe depending on your work schedule or whatever, 2 hours, just take a 5-minute break and sit with yourself, go within, and just see what's happening over there. Is there utter chaos, or is there a part of you that can also be calm? Just before lunch, ask yourself, what do I want to eat today? If you yourself are cooking, that's the best thing to ask. And currently, because water is also packaged, food is also packaged, everything has a lot of negativity in it. Right from the fields where GMO and hormones and all kinds of medicines are being used for the crops to multiply, till by the time that food comes into your home. So please cleanse and charge your food and water before you have. It will have a huge impact on your body. Does everybody here know how to charge their food and water? Yes, no? Yes, no? No? Hello? Everybody just speak up.
No.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'm not talking about the
No.
ones who have worked with me. I'm talking about the ones who don't know me or have not done any work with me. No. Okay, fine.
No.
Would you all want to do it?
Yeah.
Deepti, can we have a quick this thing?
Yep.
Yeah, let's do a small
Okay.
process.
Okay. So just get a glass of water and get some food. Like it can be even a banana, any fruit, anything. Just quickly go and pick it up. And even the ones who know how to do it, even they can do it.
I just want to add something, ma'am.
Yeah.
The last time I remember you telling me that before you eat, take time, whatever you mentioned now, that I already had you talk to me. So I started doing that. And like before I have to go and eat, earlier I used to just go see what is in the refrigerator, like pick it up and eat. But now before even I go to the kitchen, I think, okay, what do I feel like eating? And I started craving more of smoothies or even ice cream, or the days when I give my time like that and eat, it's so good and calm. If I just go grab something and eat, I feel horrible, like bloated,
Exactly.
terrible. Like, why am I so uncomfortable? Why am I so uneasy? That really works. I just wanted to mention to the
Thank
remaining
you so
crew.
much for sharing your experience. It
Yeah,
just proved, to what I was telling you all.
yeah.
Because, when I stopped my tea and started going on coffee, I was just sitting with myself for 2 days thinking, like, what happened? Like, somebody who needs 4 cups of tea a day, suddenly I want coffee, and that too specifically, I want the brew coffee. Okay. I don't want the Nescafe.
And the reason I was feeling it so much that I'm insisting to tell now, because I used to be very picky about healthy eating, where, okay, let me just eat salad, let me just eat fruit, or just bhaji, no rice, no nothing. Even then, I did not get this kind of feeling when I was
And I'm
so
sure you must
conscious
have
of
still
food.
put on weight even after eating all
True.
that healthy
Yeah.
food.
Yeah. Like people said, nothing, of course, worked, whatever I've been doing. But now just giving that 1 minute to think, okay, cucumber, apple smoothie, nothing big different. Okay. Next day I feel like, okay, carrot and apple smoothie. Even that small thing, it makes me
Yes.
feel so good.
Yes.
It works. Yeah, it really works.
So please continue doing that.
Yep.
Because a new shift has happened for me today. Instead of raw salads, I want cooked salad. So for me, that shift is also happening right now.
Yeah.
Okay, everybody's got their water, food with them. Okay. So what I want you to do is just take that water in your hand. It's like, you're holding your glass like this, or bottle, or whatever it is, and just close your eyes and imagine the beautiful, dazzling white light of the universe, the pure, positive, universal energy flowing into your water. And just do some very simple affirmations as you're holding your water, that this water heals my body. It hydrates each and every cell of my body. I am perfectly healthy. I am always happy. I'm so grateful to the universe for all that I have. And just feel that energy in the water for a few seconds and then drink your water. And see if you can find any difference with the water. Any difference, Rajshekar, Gauri?
Tastes good.
It tastes better.
Yep.
Gauri?
Yeah, it does taste better. It tastes a bit energetic.
Energetic, okay. It will also taste a little sweet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was just going to
Yes.
say that.
Yes,
Yes.
it will taste a little sweet, as though, you've just added a few crystals of sugar in it.
Yeah.
And actually, I made a mistake. I should have made you all have the water first and then charged it, and then you could have, noticed the difference far more. And it will also taste, not taste, but feel a lot more cooler. How many times you have felt that, we've had 2, 3 glasses of water, but we still feel very dry and parched. But when you have water charged like this, that feeling goes away. So please start charging your water, your tea, coffee, juices, whatever you all are having. It will take you barely a few seconds, but you will notice a drastic change in your energy and in your health. So now first take a bite of whatever food you all have taken. Just take a bite of whatever you all have taken and just notice how does it taste, how does it feel. You can even check, does it feel nourishing to you? And now once again, close your eyes, keep the food in both your hands. You can even hold it like this or like this, whichever way is comfortable. Just hold that food in your hand and see the white light of the universe, the absolute pure positive white light flowing into your food, removing all negative energy of the makers, manufacturers. If there is any pesticide, hormones in it, it is all getting cleared. And once again, bless this food with your affirmations. This food nurtures and nourishes me. It gives me all the nutrition that I need. I'm perfectly healthy. Thank you, universe, for giving me all that you have given me. And now eat this food and see how it feels. Yes, Lekha, Payal,
Yeah, it's sweeter. In fact, I was complaining to my fruit seller. You promised me that the apples are sweet, but not very sweet. But yes, this is better. It's
Yes,
sweeter than.
yes. Because currently there is no food,
Hmm.
no vegetable, no fruits which is organically grown.
Yeah.
So we don't even get that, nourishment out of it what we used to get earlier. If today these fruits and vegetables are eaten by your parents, how many of them are complaining, खाना पहले जैसा नहीं है, वो टेस्ट ही नहीं आ रहा है? Aren't they? I am. Earlier we didn't have to add so many spices and everything, to our food to make it tasty. Just the bare raw taste of the food was so good. And now, even after adding 10,000 things into it, it's not giving us that satisfaction, that, taste that we are looking for. Gauri, how do you find your food? Different?
No, it was actually a candy that I had because I finished my food.
Okay,
I can't find much of a difference as of now.
no problem.
Let's just have food tomorrow.
No problem. But see, sometimes if you are even getting a craving for something sugar, okay, like an ice cream or a chocolate and all that, just do the same process and make it very clear to that chocolate. I'm just having you because I need to feel good about something.
Okay.
I don't need your calories. And it works. Be your own dietitian.
So Kavita, when we say na, eat guilt-free, so this is what you mean by saying,
Of course.
I mean, this is the process, what
Yes.
really can.
Because you are also craving sugar for a reason.
Yeah, the body
Right?
wants, yeah.
The body is doing something because of which it needs that sugar. So if you really are feeling that, I don't want to eat this sugar, if I eat it, I'm definitely going to feel guilty and put on more weight because of that guilt, better take a step back and ask yourself specifically to your body, what is this particular food going to make me feel? What is this chocolate going to make me feel? What is this ice cream going to make me feel? And invariably, you will find an emotional reason behind it.
Yeah.
At one point, I was somebody who could finish a whole bar of dairy milk.
I
And
still
today,
finish it.
there is dairy milk in the fridge. I don't even know about it. And this is the same thing that I did. I asked myself, okay, Kavita, why are you craving so much of dairy milk chocolate? What is it giving you? And the instant answer was, it makes me feel good. I need this chocolate when I'm feeling low. So now, can I do something different to make myself feel better instead of just gulping down one whole bar of chocolate? And when I started doing that, the craving for the chocolate went away. So every time you are feeling like smoking, you're feeling like having your chai, you're feeling like going for that one extra drink, check. And very important during the time of ascension, you can be a little selfish, you cannot be self-centered. What is the meaning of this? Can anybody give an answer?
Self-centered is when, it's all about you.
Right?
I mean, you are the center, and everybody has to do as per your selfishness. Sometimes you can only just think about yourself. Sometimes,
You need to prioritize yourself.
Yeah.
That is equally important, right?
Yeah.
And that's why I said it's okay to be selfish. It's
Yeah.
not okay to be self-centered.
Self-centered.
Where, like, your whole world and your family's world, everything is only revolving around you. That's not going to work. But yes, if I need to keep boundaries and still people call me selfish, that's okay. If I need to take care of my self-worth and self-respect, because of which I need to do a selfish act, that's okay. So I think I've given you all enough information. Any questions if you all have? Lama, did I answer all your questions?
Sometimes, Kavita,
Just a second. Sorry, Payal. Yes, Lama.
Okay, I have a lot of questions that is popping up in my mind, but I am actually gathering it all up, like,
Okay. So you gather them. I will come back to you.
Sure.
Yes, fine.
Yeah, sometimes, Kavita, when you meet a certain person, you feel your energy, after dealing 5 or 10 minutes, you feel your energy is totally down.
Yes.
But that's a vibration, I think. You don't, the vibrations are at
yes,
different levels or something.
yes, because
And
how many times have you experienced that you meet somebody for the first time and you feel
Yeah.
you know them? It's an
Yeah.
instant connection. You're so comfortable with that person.
Yeah.
And how many times it has happened you meet somebody for the first time and you want to give them one tight slap across the face?
No, and also there's an energy down, I mean, I feel so depleted in energy that it takes me
So-
some time to bounce back,
So Payal, also need to see what is it about this person that's depleting you? Is
Okay.
it the conversation? Is it just the energy? What is it?
The conversation, and probably it's a conversation or
So
the
if you are somebody who just doesn't want drama and this person is all about drama, obviously you're going to get drained out.
yeah.
It's a complete mismatch for you. That's what
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah.
And you should have come for a cord cutting workshop. You would have really experienced what it is to be in your own energy. There are 3 of them who have attended it. You can ask them. No, but it is very important right now that you be in your own energy. Keep your aura, keep your energy system clean of other people's energy.
Right.
And one last thing, if anybody doesn't have a question, which is very, very important right now, because of the way deaths are happening, where suddenly people are leaving the planet, or they're leaving it under the situation like corona or a war or whatever, there are a lot of entities out there. This is not to scare you people or anything, but it is important that you all know that there are energies out there because a lot of souls have not crossed over. So if you are not going to be grounded in your energy, you are not going to be nice and strong in your energy, you are going to pick up energy left, right, and center. And suddenly you have a disease come up, suddenly there is a headache, suddenly there is a uneasy feeling. It is all going to then just keep adding on to. So even if you don't know anything, a simple thing that you can do is whenever you don't feel good in your energy, please take a salt water bath before you sleep. This is the least you can do. In a bucket of water, put salt, water, first take a bath with that and then have your normal bath. Especially if you are somebody who absorbs other people's energies very quickly. Especially after a very tough board meeting. After meeting people in your family with whom you're not very okay with. These are those special occasions when you must have a salt water bath. Right. Anything else? Lama, have you gathered your thoughts?
There are actually a lot. Just now, Kavita, you said that there are a lot of entities out there. But I mean, previously also people used to die, right? So that time also there used to be a lot of entities. So what
that's
is
why I
the
said
difference?
specifically people who have not crossed over under difficult situations like a pandemic, like a war, earthquakes, floods, natural disasters that are happening. I'm specifically talking about those times.
Okay, I got it.
Because there is a mass destruction that is happening. See, during Corona, so many people died and people could not even do the rituals properly.
Correct.
It is like, 2 people gathered, they did the whole funeral and everything. They couldn't even do the afterwards, whatever puja and everything that is required. People have died all alone in the ICUs. We are talking of those kind of difficult situations. Anything else? Deepti?
Ma'am, till when is the ascension period? Like,
Till when is the ascension period? Till human beings don't get a little bit of their act together.
Okay.
At least we are looking at 2035.
Acha. Okay.
And that is the reason, when everybody was so happy, Corona over, COVID over, lockdown ho gaya, chalo, let's go, do this, do that. And I was like taking a deep breath and I was just telling, okay, fine, enjoy your time when you can.
Okay.
I
But
think
Kavita, there's one more thing, that there are a lot of, your youngsters coming into spiritualism,
Yes,
and they are more evolved than us.
yes,
That our generation, I would say,
yeah.
So isn't that good? It's a good sign, for,
Why do you think suddenly this is happening?
because as you said,
The
that the
awakening is
ascension,
happening, right?
yes,
The
the
awakening is
awareness, yes,
happening.
yeah,
Those people are suddenly realizing that it's not about only money, job,
yeah,
position, and all that. There is something missing, and they are in
yeah,
search of that.
yeah.
And that doesn't mean you don't work, make your money, and do whatever is required. You have to do whatever you have to do. But again, it's not only that which is your focus anymore. I mean, I think I saw so many youngsters during the lockdown out helping people like beggars and the people who were not being able to take care of themselves and all that. Then what I saw of your and my generation, youngsters were more out this time.
A lot. I mean, you go to Shri Ravi Shankar's thing in Bangalore, you see the youngsters helping in the kitchen, doing, and they're so full of joy and positivity. I
That's
mean,
what
it's
I'm
a
telling you.
totally
Now it is no more
different,
about being self-centered. It is
yeah.
about helping. It is about giving.
Mm.
See, Kalyug was all about acquiring. Ye mera hai. This is what I want. This is what I want to gain. This is, how I can get it from this one. And it was a lot about comparisons, competition, and all that. And now, as we are moving, people are realizing that you cannot just keep taking, and not give back.
If I may say, even in businesses,
Yeah.
the startup culture is all about solving problems.
Yes,
Even they're targeting that how do you make the last person, enable the last person? How do you empower the last person? And those
yes,
businesses are doing good, which are actually able to crack that code
yes.
over. And it's all these youth who are
See,
doing it.
earlier
So it's not only
corporates were
spiritually, it's even commercially also they are looking at it.
exactly. I'll give you another example. I mean, in December last year, I did a corporate workshop for a company in New Delhi. And they were very clear. They didn't want any behavioral tactics. They don't want any leadership workshop. They wanted a workshop on how to manage emotions. And I was so elated. I can't tell you. And what a workshop we had with 50 people. And to my surprise, there was not a single woman in that workshop. Huh? It was all about men. So I said, okay, Kavita, some energy you have shifted this time. Otherwise, it's always workshops is all about women. But this time there were 49 men and one female. So again, there was a shift even there.
Hmm.
Because
And
otherwise, I
coming
mean, at least people are working in the workshop, in the corporate, you all know what kind of, trainings you all have. It's all about how you can become better at your work.
yes.
After a long time, somebody said that we want to become better at life.
Hmm.
Yes, Lama.
Yeah, actually, a lot of men also, like they are all in this effort to acknowledge their emotions, which they were not allowed before.
Yes.
Hmm.
Even that shift is happening, that where men are now becoming more aware that what are they feeling. They are trying to be expressive and vocal about it.
Yes.
These are all the changes that are happening.
Yeah.
And I'm so happy to see at least one man over here other than Vishwas Kapoor over here.
Kavita, I have one question that in the beginning of the session that you first asked us to think about a negative situation, and then to reverse it, you asked us to imagine a positive situation, which brought smile to all of us, right? So that does that mean that universe wants us to think like that way?
Exactly. How will you raise your vibration? Can you raise it when you're being negative all the time?
Yeah, correct. Because when I
अरे
felt
मेरा क्या होगा, इसका क्या होगा, मेरा ये काम नहीं हुआ, मेरा ये प्रॉब्लम है. Do you think you can really shift your vibration with that?
no.
As
But
I said,
why I'm asking is because, uh, the positive thing, no, which I shifted to, that was kind of, I mean, right now to my mind, that was quite difficult to imagine. But when I imagined, it was very, very, very delightful.
so
And
what
it
are you
felt
trying
so
to tell
nice.
me? I didn't get you.
I'm trying to tell you that, I mean, I just felt that it is so right. I mean, this is the right way to, this is the right way of thinking. I just
Exactly.
wanted to tell you my feelings.
See, problems are going to be there. You resolve one, something new will come up. Correct? What is important is that no matter what is happening in your life, you remind yourself that you are doing your best. And take care of your emotions and keep doing whatever you can. But without crying, without cribbing, without complaining, without being that kit energy.
But कभी-कभी जरूरत होती है ना, मतलब अगर I'm feeling the grief, I can just let it
Did I
out.
say don't express yourself or don't feel your emotions? What did I say? Don't make a tent over there and start staying there. Yes, I am feeling this emotion, whether it is fear, anger, sadness, whatever. Be with it for some time. Be with it for as long as it is okay and normal to be there. But it should not become abnormal, no? Because then it is like you are just going to go downward with that energy.
Yes, correct.
And then lifting yourself back to a positive frequency is going to be very difficult.
Yeah.
So give yourself that half an hour, half a day, whatever you need. But after that, you need to spring back.
So, like imagining again the happy scenario and then again
No.
lifting the.
Again, whatever is the situation which is pulling you down, you need to start being positive about it. Like take a simple example. Deepti, give me some example.
For?
I mean, if you get in a very negative situation, how do you spring back? Just give me a scenario.
So let's say that you're working, right? And something, your boss has said something to you in your office, which you have not really liked. He has not, you have put in a lot of hard work into something that you have done, but your boss has just dismissed that work and said, ye kya stupidity kiya hai?
So how will you feel at that time, Lama? What will be the emotion?
God, I mean, right now my emotion would be like, okay, I mean, why is doing this kind of behavior? And honestly, it will make me feel embarrassed.
Embarrassed, you may feel anger, you may feel hurt. You will go into overthinking. What did I do wrong? Why is he behaving like this? And what will happen with all that thak energy comes down.
Bas, haan.
Right?
Right.
If you continue to be that in that space for 1 hour, in 1 hour you are going to be like, I want to quit the job. Is that a sensible thing to do?
No.
So after going through that anger, hurt, whatever you have felt at that time, you need to get yourself together and tell, okay, Lahama, enough of venting out. Now, what can I do in this situation? Did I really make a mistake? Then I need to correct it. And if I've not made a mistake, fine, this person talks like that. I'm not supposed to give him so much importance. Move on.
Self-talk.
Yes, your self-talk has to be very, very powerful and positive. So in this, neither did you dismiss your emotions, you've taken account of it, and yet you did not allow it to drown you. Clear?
But also, can I imagine myself that, okay, whatever I'm doing it at my best, and I'm going to get appreciated. That imagination, can I do?
Yes, of course you can do. Why not?
Which makes me
visualization, you can do anything.
Ma'am?
Yes.
Ma'am, in this scenario, then how do we set the boundary over there? Like we have vented out for half an hour and we come to an understanding the gentleman is this way. He talks this way. He can't. Am I audible?
Not very clearly.
One second. My question is, if in the same scenario, how do we understand that, set the boundary rather, that if after venting out also, do we allow the person to continuously behave that way and, do it cyclically? We keep venting and going back to being normal?
See, Prapuna, it will depend again situation to situation. If you are in a job situation, you may not be able to put your boundary. You may be able to put a boundary. If you are a professional, it is your own business, you will be able to put a boundary.
Okay.
So again, it will be entirely situation to situation.
Ma'am, not just in this kind of situation, but anything like this, when we are talking about not having a tent around the emotion, just venting it and then, having a self-talk and moving forward. When we say venting it, so what would be the best process, I would ask? Because if I go vent it to somebody next to me, I'm just passing on this energy to that person.
Okay, now I'm digressing into getting into therapy work, which is not our aim. This is about ascension and giving you all an understanding of what is ascension. Please connect to me privately so that I can tell you how you can take care of that.
Okay. This is because maybe the few sessions I had with you, maybe I'm thinking, little.
I think if you've done sessions with me, you know how it has to be dealt with.
Okay, I'll talk to you again.
Yeah.
I'm trying different things. Yeah.
Please understand that every situation will demand a different solution. You can't have the same thing everywhere, no?
Yeah.
Okay, so if ascension based any questions are there, then I'm here. Otherwise, I think I have given you all the information that I needed.
I think one of the key points that has come out today is that, all the information that we hear about ascension, 3D, 4D, 5D, the basic is that focus on yourself. How can you change or move your energies to a higher vibration frequency than where you are today? Because getting into that whole myth about abhi hum 3D mein hai, 4D mein jana hai, 5D mein jana hai, and I'll tell you, it creates a lot more mess in your life trying to reach out to something which you don't understand, which you want to hang on to. Instead of that, I think what Kavita has given a very simple mantra: focus on if your energy is here today, how can I move it in the next minute or tomorrow from here to here, and then from here to here, and then from here to here. Don't look at कि यहाँ पे है तो यहाँ से मैं यहाँ पे कल कैसे पहुंच जाऊं.
No, it's not going to happen also that way. You are like, thinking of being that Hanumanji who could leap over the sea in one big jump. We are not there.
And I'll tell you something practically. I have seen people in the last 5 years through Heal Clinic where people have come and they have tried to do this. It leads to massive kind of illnesses, diseases, because physically we are not ready to move. Physically also, see, when you're talking about increasing vibration, it is not just the spiritual or the emotional vibration. You also have to increase your physical vibration for your physicality to deal with that vibration.
So just to help you understand what Deepti is saying, when she's saying that physically also we have to be at that vibration. Think of the first day you go to the gym. Can first day you pick up straight away 20 kgs? You cannot. You will start with 1 kg, correct? And you will continue practicing with that 1 kg till you become comfortable and then move to the 2 kg. It is the same thing here. Suddenly somebody will come and tell me, I want to become a healer. Where did this come from? Are you aware of what goes into being a healer? No. Do you know what all you need to study to become a healer? No. Have you learned anything to become a healer? No. So I said, hang on. Just because everybody around you is a healer doesn't mean you're going to become a healer. Understand your work or whatever is your soul purpose or your life purpose. You need to find that. Don't just jump into something because everybody is doing it. It may not be for you. For somebody like me, if I have to go and do a corporate job, my God, I think I will come down with fever the first day. It is not me. It's not my energy. But you tell me to do 4 therapies in a day, I can manage. No problem at all.
See, I'm trained in a lot of therapies, but you will never find me practicing as a healer because that's not something that I realize that I am meant to do. For me, running a company like Heal Clinic, where arranging such things is what gives me, which I'm good at. So just because I have learned therapies, I'm certified therapist, it doesn't mean that I have to go about healing people. This is also healing, right? Arranging the session is also healing. So if you have to become a healer, people talk about Kundalini has to raise, our third eye has to, because I get so many requests, and that's a disclaimer which I'm putting out here.
Please
don't go about looking for how to raise. I get requests like एक session कर दो जिसमें मेरी कुंडलिनी खुल जाएगी, एक session कर दो जिसमें मेरा third eye खुल जाएगा. No, and if somebody says they can do that, please, that is not ascension. That is not ascension.
In fact,
meditations, ma'am, for during the ascension, do you suggest even like daily 10 minutes meditation or silent sitting?
Grounding.
I
Till
love
you are
doing
not
that.
grounded firm in the laps of Mother Earth, you cannot ascend.
Okay.
Okay, again, I'm going to give you an example over here. You'll have seen Olympics, maybe at some point you see the sports, right? What is that sport in which they take that thing round and round for a long time and then they fling it?
Discuss,
right. Do those people move from their place even when they have given the, the longest throw?
No. Short
they
put,
don't move, no?
Short put.
Yeah.
Short put or something it is
Short
called.
put, it's actually short put, yeah.
Short put, okay, fine. But if you have seen those people, they stand in one place, they use all the force to move that instrument or whatever that is, and then they fling it. And despite its weight, the throw, they don't budge from their place. That is called grounding. No matter what life throws at you, you are there, standing.
I'll give another perspective to this. If you look at the 7 chakras we have, we are all only looking at working on our top chakras without realizing that till our bottom 3 chakras are not balanced, the top 3 chakras will not help you live in this, because the reality is that we're living in this physical world where you need the bottom 3 chakras to be balanced in alignment for you to lead a good life before you can start working on your top chakras.
In fact, if your lower 3 chakras are not balanced, you can't make money, you can't have good relationships, you're going to be all over the place like a headless chicken. Imagine a headless chicken. Left bhi ja raha, right bhi ja raha. It's like, total sloshed out chicken.
And see, both of us are saying this from hardcore experience, because we get these questions, believe me, every single day of our life. Ki mujhe mera third eye, mujhe mera crown chakra khulna hai, third eye chakra. But if your root chakra, your sacral and your solar plex is not balanced, only your top chakras are balanced, as she said, you will only be flying in the air. And then you will complain कि मेरे को सारा दिन meditation करना है, पर मेरे पास खाने के लिए पैसे नहीं हैं.
Okay.
You cannot make money if your root chakra is weak. You cannot have good relationships if your sacral chakra is weak. You cannot be in your own energy, feel powerful and fearless if your solar is weak.
Okay. So, ma'am, next, please take one chakra class. No? Classes on chakra.
Now I'll take a chakra class. Deepti,
workshop.
Organize.
Next.
Okay, give us 1 or 2 weeks. We'll come up with something on chakras. How many people would be interested in that?
Grounding.
How many people would be interested in a chakra class?
Me,
Lama is there.
I'm
Hello,
there.
hands up, something, guys.
If Pavni has said yes, what about the others? See, the thing is, when we organize classes, we need a certain number of people, and we need people to participate in it for us to have that. Because even ours, both of us, between Kavita and me, we also need that motivation that yes, there are X number of people, there are people interested in it. Otherwise, it's just she and me talking to each other.
Don't worry, we'll motivate.
Anyways, we have enough to work on ourselves, right, Deepti?
Yeah.
We keep doing that, so it's all right. If you all are not interested, we have our chakras to balance out.
Yeah, but that's an interesting topic.
Ma'am, and grounding, we have found Yeah,
Yes,
ma'am,
yes, Dr.
wanted to share grounding. I tried in the lawn garden with, bare feet on the ground. That time it
Yeah,
is like, it's a different experience altogether if you do it in the,
yes.
open ground kind.
Do it on the open ground, do it at the beach. Of course, because you are close to nature, the experience is totally different than what you do at home sitting on a chair.
Yeah.
But again, I'm going to reiterate, please don't do meditations left, right, and center without understanding the impact of it. It can have negative impact on you. Because number one, when you're doing meditation, your aura is entirely open. If you are not stable and grounded in your energy, you will pick up energies even when you're doing meditation. You must be thinking that, oh, I'm connecting to God, and you have all your friendly neighborhood coming and sitting in your house. I don't think you all want that. So very important, choose even all these spiritual practices that work for you. Don't just follow, whatever everybody's saying. And at least the ones who have done grounding, who have learned it from me, you'll know what has been the impact of grounding on you all.
Kavita, as you said
Yeah.
that we pick up the spirit energies. So while doing grounding and shielding, so these energies will be repelled, right? Even if they have picked up before?
No, what you have picked
No.
up will not leave, but you will not pick up anything new.
Okay. So how they can leave?
How they can leave? First, as I said, start with your salt water bath. The remaining work, anyways, I'm doing with you.
Okay.
See,
Kavita ma'am will help.
removing entity attachment is not everybody's cup of tea. Again, you need to understand that. This is again a very specific branch of spiritual work. So please don't dabble into things that you don't understand or that you're not trained for. 13 years and I'm still studying. My maids are fed up of me with my books lying around everywhere. So 13 years I'm still studying and I know I'm going to continue studying. Understand that each one is made for a different thing. You have to find that for yourself. Right, Deepti?
Yeah. So I think if nobody has any questions on Ascension specifically, we'll wrap it up for today.
I have question one. Sorry.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
mean,
We'll take that as the last question because we are already over time.
yeah. So as you said that, the Satya Yuga is about 5 dimensions. So what are those 5 dimensions?
I never said it is about 5 dimensions. As I said, I
I
don't
know
talk
that.
in the language of 3D, 4D, and 5D. Sorry, I don't talk in that language. I talk in the language as even Deepti said, I am here today. I want to be here tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm here. I want to be here. It is me raising myself and becoming a better human being every single day.
Okay.
Letting go of my past, letting go of my baggage, and becoming more useful to society and humanity in general. See, when I understood this whole ascension thing and everything, I also understood one very important thing is that a lot of us are leading very karmic lives today. Now, I don't want to sit and understand what is my karma and all those things, until and unless it is not necessary for me. But one thing that I can do is, what can I do in this life to create good karmas? So where, of course, I'm having my paid sessions, I have my practice and all that. Between me and Deepti, we are doing so many such talks, which are just so that people can have information. That is my way of giving back. Otherwise, Sunday night at 9 o'clock, I'm sure, Ascension is not best of the topics to sit with. I would rather be chilling out. And similarly, pick up one thing as a practice that you can say that it's a good karma that makes you feel good. It can be maybe feeding somebody, paying fees for somebody, I take care, like, of medicines of all my mates. Whenever anybody is not well, I take care of their medical. So pick up what suits you. That way, you will understand the difference between just being focused on yourself and when you take the focus outside. Don't get into jargon and big words and all that. Keep life simple. At least I am that one person who wants everything simple. To the extent if Deepti sends me a post and she tells me, Kavita, how does this sound? I said, no, it is not simple. Make it simple. So just remember this one thing, be your authentic self. What does that mean? Be honest with yourself. Work on yourself to raise your vibrations. Charge your food and water. Do simple things like breathing, grounding, even that is more than enough. And become aware of what you're feeling, what is your body asking for. Just follow these 4 simple things and you'll be well taken care of. Right, Deepti?
Yes, and thank you so much to everybody for being here. And based on the suggestion, give us a week, 10 days, we'll come up with a talk on chakras. So we'll do that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you,
ma'am.
Kavita. Thank you, everyone.
So much.
Thank you
Thank
so
you,
much.
Deepti. Thank you,
Thank
ma'am.
you.
Thank you for
Good
the
night.
talk.
Bye.
Thank you,
Oh,
Kavita.
bye. Good night.
Night.